Did someone get into an accident? That's how we understand musibah. However, musibah can take many forms, and the worst form of musibah isn't physical, it is actually about our faith. In a dua that we've been discussing this entire week, Allahumma qsim lana min khashyatik, Oh Allah, grant me khashya and awareness of you. The next part of the dua, Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam would say, وَلَا تَجْعَلْ مُصِيبَتَنَا فِي دِينِنَا. Oh Allah, life by its very definition entails musibah. Nobody's going to live this life smooth sailing without any musibah. Musibahs will come. But ya Allah, when the musibah comes, لَا تَجْعَلْ مُصِيبَتَنَا فِي دِينِنَا. Oh Allah, do not make my musibah in my deen, in my faith. If a calamity falls, let it fall, Ya Allah, give me patience. But I don't have patience for a calamity and musibah regarding my deen. So to give you an example, sometimes you'll get a phone call and they would say, oh, your child got into a fight in class, in school. What's your first thought? Is he okay? Did he get hurt? Did they take him to the hospital? What's the situation? Should I rush there? Immediately you're calling the mother, you're calling the family. All right, let's go to school, figure out what happened. It's a musibah. But then you'll be at work and then you get a phone call and the spouse is saying, oh, you know what? The son came home and he didn't pray his salah. Like, yeah, it's fine, he'll just do qada. Or the son came home, it's been a few days, he hasn't read the Quran yet. It's fine, he'll read it, Ramadan's around the corner, he'll read it. Or, your son hasn't been, being so practicing lately. These questions, I'm like, yeah, it's fine, we'll worry about it later. Think about it, both of them are a musibah. If my son was physically assaulted, it's a musibah. If my son didn't pray salah or something happened, or if my daughter was involved in something religiously inappropriate, it's a musibah. But the way I react to the two musibahs are very different. In the first one, I'm going to turn the world upside down. I'm going to make sure I go to the principal. I'm going to find out who's involved, what happened. I'm going to make sure the authority is involved. How dare somebody lay a hand on my child? In the case of not praying salah, yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. After school, they're tired. Tomorrow morning they have to go to school. Or, they just came out of a very long week of examination. Give them a break. Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam would make the dua, لا تجعل مصيبتنا في ديننا. Ya Allah, musibah in general, I don't have the patience. But if a musibah is going to come, Ya Allah, do not make my musibah in my deen. I don't want to hear, Ya Allah, that my child is struggling with his or her faith, or that there's something happening with my iman. This is a dua Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam would recite frequently. And when we make dua, Ya Allah, give us health, protect us, make this dua, لا تجعل مصيبتنا في ديننا. Ya Allah, do not make my musibah a musibah of my deen. And the worst form of musibah is the musibah that creeps upon you. You may have heard many people, family, some people, they have a terminal illness, like a cancer. May Allah protect us and our family from such an illness. You will hear that somebody is saying, oh, they have stage 4 cancer. They didn't know about it. It took many years and the cancer was growing and growing and growing, and they only found out about it in this final stage and it's too late. And that's a musibah of the dunya we ask Allah for protection from. But there's also a musibah of the deen that's very similar. Stage 4 of your iman almost gone. Sometimes, you don't realize it. You don't realize it with your child. And I'm telling you, I have had conversations with very close family members in a very similar situation. I'll speak to them, they're in their 30s, late 30s, and I'll speak to them and say, how's everything going? It's time, I think we should, go for salah. And he'll say, I don't know what you're talking about. My connection with the faith is very different. I'm not involved in this stuff anymore. And subhanAllah, when you realize stage 4 cancer, it's so late. It's like stage 4 with this person. I'm like, subhanAllah, right under your nose, you would think somebody with a Muslim name is fine, but the musibah of the deen has already crept in and it's very late. So when we make this dua, Ya Allah, don't make the musibah in my deen of my family, and I will do my part, but from Ya Allah, keep us with this hidayah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala not make our musibah with our deen, and may Allah give us patience if any musibah does fall us, inshaAllah. Ameen ya Rabbal Alameen. Inshallah, after the remaining sunan, we will have our weekly hadith session. Everyone is requested to participate.